The Exes was for Snoop.
Oh,
Yeah, it was for him. About him sleeping with, supposed to been in the bed with Diddy. Even Snoop. You understand? And a lot of more people, their career went up and they sat on this man's lap. That's the director. You understand?
oh man.
And that's why a lot of them sold their soul to be on the director chair. So he was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record label, and he was a snitch for the LAPD.
The rumors are flying, and this time the claims are shocking. Just recently, an insider spilled details that Snoop Dogg shared some very personal moments with none other than Diddy. The allegations: Snoop was seen holding hands with Diddy, sitting on his lap, and even caught in intimate situations with him.
The rated book got Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from, Snoop.
Insiders claim that Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, even walked in on Snoop and Diddy together, sparking some serious drama. Was this the real reason she finally decided to leave him? But these revelations don't stop at Snoop and Diddy. Today, we're digging deeper into the darker side of their connection, one that ties back to the tragic death of Tupac.
He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record label, and he was a snitch for the LAPD.
Could Snoop's close friendship with Diddy be connected to the long-standing mysteries surrounding Tupac's fate? And could Tupac's brother have been right all along when he suggested Diddy might know more than he lets on?
If you look at all the theories, the theory involving him is quite high on the list.
From shocking claims about Snoop and Diddy's relationship to the dark history they share, we're diving into all the secrets, mysteries, and controversial truths that this latest insider has exposed. But first, let's unravel the claims that have everyone buzzing. According to an insider, Kim's diary is filled with stories that, if true, could shake the foundations of hip-hop. One of the most surprising claims: a very complicated relationship between Diddy and Snoop Dogg.
Even Snoop. You understand? And a lot of more people, their career went up when they sat on this man's lap. That's the director. You understand?
Oh man.
And that's why a lot of them sold their soul to be on the director chair.
You wouldn't expect to see two hip-hop giants known for their gangster personas linked in such a way. But as Kim reportedly wrote, Snoop was allegedly seen engaging in rather intimate moments with Diddy. This included what some would call out-of-character behavior, like holding hands in private gatherings. Yes, you heard that right. The diary reportedly describes moments where Snoop and Diddy were unusually close, too close, even holding hands. For two men with such public images, known for their tough exteriors, this is a revelation no one expected. But according to Kim's account, this wasn't just about friendship, it was about something more complex, a kind of exchange or compromise, an arrangement that allegedly helped secure Snoop's career in a highly competitive industry. This wasn't an isolated case. Kim's diary reportedly describes a whole series of encounters, some captured in photos, featuring Diddy alongside other well-known figures like Neo and Andre Harrell. These photos hint at a side of the music industry that's rarely discussed publicly, a world where loyalty and success are supposedly intertwined with trust and obedience, and sometimes a willingness to blur personal boundaries.
They got Diddy and Neo, and if you heard Neo's wife call him Little Diddy, that he likes street golf.
And here's where it gets even murkier. According to Kim's writings, Diddy's influence wasn't limited to personal relationships. The insider alleges that Diddy may have had double agents, individuals in his circle who weren't just working for him but were playing both sides. People close to rival camps, like Tupac's circle, who allegedly leaked information back to Diddy.
He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record label, and he was a snitch for the LAPD.
But perhaps the most controversial claim in Kim's memoir, it's said that Diddy's influence extended far beyond his own empire, possibly even shaping hip-hop culture itself. The memoir reportedly hints at Diddy subtly pushing certain narratives, such as introducing same-as themes into the music industry, perhaps testing boundaries and redefining norms. Was this about expanding representation or something more self-serving? And if that weren't enough, there's talk of certain blacked-out names in Kim's memoir, specifically details that allude to Snoop Dogg. Some pages reportedly refer to explicit situations like Diddy and Snoop allegedly sharing a bed.
There's a bunch of X's for certain people's names. Like who was the exes that was taken out of the book?
The exes was for Snoop, about him sleeping with, supposed to been in the bed with Diddy.
Whoa, that's
and
crazy.
they caught it.
Now, the craziest part is that Snoop Dogg's career trajectory changed dramatically after he left Death Row Records and joined forces with Diddy. His shift brought him into the limelight like never before, but at what cost? While on the outside, this looked like a standard career move, insiders alleged that their professional relationship masked a deeper, more complicated connection. With Diddy's influence, Snoop shed the shadows of Death Row. But his proximity to Diddy could also have entangled him in the controversies surrounding Tupac and Biggie's deaths. Snoop found himself at the center of a narrative he couldn't escape. In a recent interview, Mopreme Shakur stirred the pot by implying Diddy might have had a hand in taking out Tupac. Just when people thought this cold case was done and dusted, bam! Las Vegas detectives arrested Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a 60-year-old gang leader with deep ties to some serious street business. Keefe D's name has been floating around the hip-hop conspiracy ether for years, so the fact that authorities just now picked him up has left everyone wondering what took so long.
For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith.
Keefe D's arrest has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, offering a glimmer of hope for those still craving justice for Tupac. But for Mopreme Shakur, this moment feels more like deja vu than victory. He described it as bittersweet, his raised eyebrow conveying the fact that they had been well aware of Keefe D's involvement for many years. The million-dollar question that continues to loom large is, why did it take authorities so long to apprehend a suspect who had been openly divulging his role in the crime?
We was just all in the car together. Just say that.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to Mopreme, this arrest hasn't provided the closure that many had hoped for. Instead, it has stirred up past traumas. For decades, Tupac's family has borne the weight of mourning the loss of an iconic figure without any semblance of retribution. Over the years, a multitude of conspiracy theories have swirled around the unalivement, and a solitary arrest is unlikely to alter people's perspectives. Mopreme firmly believes that more individuals were involved in his brother's unalivement, and he is urging authorities to intensify their investigation to identify everyone responsible.
We deal with the loss. My nieces, nephews, my sister, my brothers, we all miss him.
Now, Mopreme didn't point fingers directly. He's careful with his words. But the way he talked about Diddy's possible involvement got people side-eyeing all over again. It's no secret that Tupac and Diddy were knee-deep in the East Coast-West Coast beef, so it's not that wild of an idea. Diddy had a lot to lose if Tupac stayed on top. Bad Boy Records and Death Row were basically at war. But here's where things get weird, because this isn't just about Diddy. Snoop Dogg, of all people, is also caught in the crossfire. And trust us, the rumors about Snoop's role in all this, they go way deeper than most people realize.
It's about justice for my brother.
Snoop Dogg and Tupac were supposed to be tight. They were both on Death Row Records, rolling with Suge Knight and dropping bangers left and right. But as things started heating up between the East and West Coast camps, Snoop wasn't exactly riding for Tupac the way everyone expected. Rumor has it that Snoop started getting real buddy-buddy with Diddy, which didn't sit right with Tupac. Let's be honest, Tupac was out here calling out Bad Boy and going full savage on Hit 'Em Up. And meanwhile, Snoop was apparently playing it safe and staying friendly with the enemy.
There's no dream of making an album with Biggie and Puffy, or none of them. We're not sweating it like that.
This is our family.
We peacefully coexist right now because we all cool. Everybody's here. They sell records. We sell records. Well, I guess you could call that selling records, what they do.
Things got so tense between Snoop and Tupac that there are stories of Tupac straight up ignoring Snoop during a flight back from New York, just days before Tupac was gunned down in Vegas. Snoop even admitted in later interviews that Tupac gave him the cold shoulder during that trip. Can you imagine the tension on that plane? Two rap legends sitting in silence, knowing they were drifting apart. Wild stuff. But the real kicker came from Suge Knight. Now, Suge isn't exactly known for holding back. This dude throws accusations like confetti. Over the years, he's floated the idea that Snoop Dogg might have been involved in some way with Tupac's unalivement. Suge Knight has resurfaced with additional revelations about the inner workings of the 90s West Coast hip-hop scene, asserting his significant role in the Snoop Dogg M case. The latest installment of Collect Call with Suge Knight, broadcast on November 9th through Dave May's Breakbeat Media, delves into how the former Death Row Records head claims to have saved Snoop Dogg from a potential life sentence.
So what you mean when you say that he'd still be in prison?
Because when Snoop got convicted for the
Knight boldly asserted, if it weren't for me, Snoop would still be in prison doing life, as he recounted the events leading to the infamous trial. In 1993, Snoop Dogg and his former bodyguard Malik faced first and second-degree unalivement charges related to the death of Philip Little Smooth Woldemariam in Los Angeles. Detailing the legal strategy, Knight recalled a crucial moment. The lawyer said, well, the bodyguard has a 9mm, so we can't say he protected Snoop and shot the guy. Snoop had a .380. I said, we'll be effed if the bodyguard had a .380 and Snoop had a 9mm, and he got shot with a .380, right? He got shot with a 9mm. But since Snoop had the .380 and the bodyguard had a 9mm and he got shot with a .380, all the bodyguard gotta say is he was using .380 bullets in his 9mm.